Hello and welcome back to another Stat385 video. This would be the third video of week one where I go through the quiz. Typically we won't be going through quizzes, but since this is the first week and we want to get up to speed with prairielearn, we're gonna do it. Okay, so right, I am on the landing page for the website. Navigate to current week. Okay, cool. Assignment quiz 0. All right, here we go. Okay, so fall 2025. Oh, this is the course staff. I should do this. Getting recorded before. Okay, so update the quiz. Haven't taken it yet. We'll see how this goes. We'll go through a run. I'll go through it live with you. So, as I said in the welcome syllabus videos, recording videos is even doing it a few times and is difficult. So we're gonna try to simulate the experience of going through, recording the video, talking through it, and answering the quiz to demonstrate prairielearn. And so we'll all be going through it together. Okay. All right. So let's see here. You've got mail. So this is typically how it goes. You're going to have a quiz that you answer. It has a set of questions, and then you just go through them and answer them. Okay, so which of the following are acceptable email subjects when emailing the course staff? Okay, so this is going to be read the syllabus. This is great. We're killing two birds with one stone. Probably a bad expression nowadays, but we're covering the syllabus and we're demonstrating prairielearn. All right, so Stat385. That's one space. Typo in Lab 4. That helps. No space. No space there. No brackets. Exam scheduling issue. That sounds good. prairielearn. Well, except this. Oh, scheduling issue. Okay. prairielearn login issue. All right. Good. Sometimes non-descriptive can be a little bit tricky. These are all real issues. So if you have emails like this with these types of subject lines, good. I will read them. All right, so then assessment overview. Okay, so we got that one 100%. Course technology. Which of the following technologies will be used in the course? Ed. That's our discussion forum. prairielearn. RStudio. SAS, no. Python, no. Jupyter Notebooks, no. Compass, we'll use Canvas, but not Compass. That should be right. All right. Okay, we're doing real well. Okay, good. Course discussion forum. Which of the following discussion form using Stat385? I actually answered it while we're talking about it. The previous question, Ed. Okay, so click it. Let's just see what happens if I do this. It's not Canvas, actually. Yeah, okay, so what happens? So I get a point for Ed. Okay, so this is just an either yes or no. Try a new variant. Oh, grading possible in 50 seconds. Oh no, I'm timed out. But that's how it will work. So it tells you the one that you got right. And now, I have unlimited attempts, and I just have to wait. I'm going to go to the next one. You can see here, 0%, open, pending. Okay, teaching assistants. Oh, okay, come back to that. Course instructor. Who is the instructor of this course? Not Dumbledore. Me. All right. Okay, cool. Now, course discussion forum. Oh, 10 seconds. Oh, no. All right, I guess we'll just have to wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can see now it's a new variant. There's new options. It's all randomly assigned. Okay. Ed. There we go. Okay. And then auto grading demo, creating objects. Okay, so this is now more in line with what coding questions will look like in this class via the prairielearn autograder. All right, so the following will help you become familiar with writing code that creates objects that are checked in our autograder. Objects and functions will both be introduced next week. That's actually course material. Here, I guess it's a slight preview of the things that we will be covering. Everything that you do in R is function call. Everything that exists is an object. Great. So this won't be tedious and in the weeds, because it can't be, because we haven't done it. So, okay, well, regardless, let's read the instructions. I'm going to go through it slowly. I always go through it slowly because the instructions are incredibly precise. They have to be precise because we're communicating in an asynchronous format. And so everything that's in them is something that is intended to be useful in helping you answer the question. And so sometimes it requires going through it slow. All right, so what we want to do is create 3 objects in R named A, B, and C respectively. A is an integer vector of integers from 1 to 100. B is a character vector. First element should be hello world. Second element should be welcome to stat35. C, a character vector containing the letters of the alphabet from A to Z, 1 letter per element, and all lowercase. Oh, this is key. The following code solves this question. Okay, so copy, paste it below, then click save in gray to obtain results. I'm gonna do just one painstaking step. Okay, so I'm in RStudio. I'm just gonna verify. All right, so if I do this, what happens if I run this code? So I'm gonna do command return, and I can see that if I go down to console, A, that's all the integers from 1 to 100. B, that's the character vector with 2 elements. And C is all the letters from A to Z. Okay, so it does in fact do the right thing. Now I'll go back. You know what, I'll just do this again. All right. Save and grade. And you can see, oh, grading in progress. prairielearn, why are you going so slow today? Okay, well, assessment overview, wait for that, writing functions. Okay, so same thing. So we did objects last time, now we're gonna do functions. For this exercise, you will write a function to calculate the area of a circle, which will help you become familiar with writing functions that are evaluated by the R autograder. Write a function named calc area circle with argument name radius, a length 1 numeric vector. Function should return a length 1 numeric vector that stores the area of a circle with radius. Here's the formula for area of a circle. And then reading on, hint, while 3.14 is a rough approximation of pi, it will not be good enough here. Type and run the command pi in R. You may find this useful. Okay, well, let's do that. Pi. Okay, it's a known quantity built into R. When you download R, you get pi. Great. You can see here, there's more digits in this actually to pi. Obviously there's more digits to pi. There's the infinite number of digits. You can't store an infinite number of digits in a computer. There's more digits even within R, just the print method displays the first 6. Okay, so that's what I mean by there's more. In R, the thing named pi has more than 6 digits. Okay, great. So whenever it says create a function with a name or an object with a name, do not think about it. Do not type it. Just copy it directly. Okay. All right, so then equals function. So I'm going to create a function. Oops. So take the argument name, radius times, radius squared, pi times radius squared. Let's try some out. Radius equals 1. Okay, well that's 1 squared times pi. 2 squared times pi. Can't do it in my head, but looks right. All right, so then I verified my code on the outside, the function body. I'll put it in here. We'll do return, just so that we're being explicit. Return radius times pi, and here's the arguments, radius. Okay. Input my function, there it is, calc area circle. equals 2. Seems to be working. 1. Hey, look, I have a function. It's a calculator. Calculating the area of a circle. All right, so that seems to be working. So let's go back. So this is, I know we'll cover this in a lot more detail, but this is how I work when I do quizzes in this class. I go to RStudio instantly and start hacking at the question. And then when I'm done, then do it. Then input it and save and grade. All right, got 100%, 5 out of 5 points. You can see the partial credit options. Is the code free of illegal functions, code, and packages? Okay, yeah, let me go to quiz policy. Where is quiz policy? Assessment overview. Oh, good, I got the points on creating objects. Quiz policy document. So this is the landing page for the quiz policy document. All right, so, unless otherwise specified, you cannot load an external or packages or source material. So these are banned. So when I had my, is it free of illegal functions, code, and packages, I got a point for just not doing those things, for including those other things. Does the code run without errors? So none of this is about whether it's doing the right thing. It's just, does it work? So you can put in essentially anything and get 40% of the points. And then is the correct object return when radius equals 3? So I have a script, I with the function created, and then I compare your answer when radius is equal to 3 to what I get, and if they match, then you get the points. And then I do it with a random radius as the correct object return. Oh, guess we made that add up to 5 instead of 4. It's the same one. Okay, whatever. Okay, so that's the quiz. Oh, I have to do one more question. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go to the quiz policy documents. Okay, so quizzes are low stakes and limited attempt. More complicated than labs. They're worth 4 times as much for your grade. There's no penalty for submitting incorrect answers, and your score can only go up, not down. They will time you out for a minute, as we just saw. These quizzes will serve as practice for exam. No quizzes will be dropped. I know students don't like that. However, they are low stakes, so students like that. There's unlimited attempts, students like that. And you get buffer points. So if quiz 1 will be assigned next week. If you complete it before September 11th, then you get 105% credit. Your grade cannot exceed 100%, but you're building in points into a bank that you can withdraw later. So if you did 4 quizzes building in buffer points, there's going to be 8 quizzes for the semester. So if you did 4 with buffer points and then 4 at 95, then your quiz grade is 100. So it allows you to cash out points as the semester goes. Okay, tips and tricks. Before submitting to the autograder, you should run your code locally and verify it produces the expected outcome. That's what I was doing on our studio, hacking away at it, making sure that it runs, and then submitting. Seems painful, but the process is important, and you do not want to have to be waiting around for a minute. You saw that. It's annoying. I didn't like it. You didn't like watching it. So yeah, make sure that you run it locally. Okay. If you are asked to write a function, you should test it locally by supplying potential values for each argument. Did that as well with the radius command. Just make sure it works. We do not recommend editing code directly into prairielearn. That's multiple reasons. One, it's hard to hack at it. prairielearn isn't a R text editor, so it won't run anything. You're just kind of guessing and checking. Yeah, don't do that. Lots of questions noted. Otherwise, you do not need to defend against improper input of your functions. Right, so the quiz here, so right here it says the argument is a length 1 numeric vector, and then you can see all these partial credit options. Like, we're not, like for instance, random radius value, it's always going to be numeric. It's not going to be character. We're not going to be, oh, you needed to protect against that. We're not antagonists here. We're trying to make sure that you learn R without like dirty tricks. Now, if we do something like that and say, and like allow for in proper types to be supplied, that will be explicitly stated, and it will be the point to demonstrate that. Okay, so we're not antagonists. We want you to succeed. All right, I'm going to be right back and figure out what's happening with the other question. I'm going to pause it. I will be going away, but it will not appear that I'm going away because the video will be paused. All right, I'm back. Okay. Teaching assistants question, last one. Who are the course assistants for this class? There's a lot of them. Even if you read the syllabus and you know it really well, you might not know all of them. So let's go back to the syllabus. Here's their names in alphabetical order of last name, I should say. David, Tiffany, Maggie, Lou, Rod, Allison, Noah. Okay. Allison, Noah, Tiffany, Maggie, David, Rod. Save the grade. All right, got it. And now I'm done, you're done. Great. All right. Sorry about the little logistical issue on my end for the quiz. If that comes up again, let me know. I'm sure, let me know on Ed or send me an email. Please let me know on Ed. That'd be great because then we can participate in the discussion forum. All right, great. That closes my videos for week 1. Let me see here. Okay, so you have watched Welcome and Syllabus, Lab 00, Quiz 00. This is the current video. Here you are. And then these are the extended videos given us graciously by David Dalpiez. All right, so I will see you next week. Enjoy week 1. Enjoy, the return of the semesters, the return of the school year at University of Illinois. See you next week. All right, take care. Introduce yourself and Ed. Take care. Bye.